So I was like, if this person that I align with this much isn't working out at 25, I was thinking, all right, I got 5 years to 30. I want to start popping out some babies. I was like, okay, I got to make some decisions for my life. I have to choose myself and what I want my life to look like. And if this one area of my life, a romantic life partner, is outside of my control, because I have no control over who that person is, where they are. They could not be in the state, not in the country. Like, you don't know when they're showing up in my life. Could be when I'm 50. Like, I have no idea, right? Would you rather be single for the rest of your life?
Okay, single rest of my life.
Or would you rather be in a toxic relationship?
Ooh, actually, this one ain't that hard for me.
Gotta make a choice. What you choosing?
My lovely audience, my fellow listeners and watchers of It's So Real, your boy also is gonna choose this one without any questions. I would rather be single for the rest of my life. Easy.
I would also rather be single for the rest of my life.
Easiest choice ever.
Why is that an easy choice for you?
First of all, I love me some me. I like to thank me for me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy Snoop.
Yes.
420, smoking right after this, by the way. But yeah, I love myself, and I've worked hard to get to that point where I can say that, and where I can be proud of the man that I am, and proud of the man who is within this process of becoming better daily.
Yes.
You know?
Commitment to growth.
Commitment to my growth and development as a human being, and as a person who wants to leave his mark on this world, not for vanity's sake, but for paying it forward, you know, for actually doing those things. So all the fact that little spiel that I just had just now, that is in itself what I'm talking about. Like, the fact that I have my own purpose and my own way of looking at myself that validates my worth outside of any relationship that I have with anyone else. You know, my relationship with me has been something that is resilient and is going through so many trials and tribulations. When I have put all of my self-worth into other people and into other relationships, or let those relationships be the evaluator for my worth, like that shit is done with, you know what I mean? And I'm glad I've gotten to that point, but that's why I would pick being single, because for me, being single is not a death sentence like other people might look at it
So
as.
nice.
You know, it's me saying that, like, okay, I will not have a committed partner romantically, you know, romantically, but I'll still be able to do what I want and be able to be fulfilled through the things that I'm passionate about, regardless of anything. So for me, once you do that self-work, this is gonna be probably the easiest question. I know we said that twice on here, but it comes from the perspective of people who've done the work, and that's why it's easy for us to make these decisions and say these things so quickly. You know, I've thought about it, being single for the rest of my life before. So like, this isn't the first time this thought has come in my head. It's just because I thought about it and because I know my worth, it's kind of easy to imagine it and not be freaked the fuck out. You know?
And I think the key point in that is you're still choosing yourself.
Always. If you don't take nothing else from these videos,
choose yourself.
Choose you. You matter more than anyone else, because everything that happens in your life happens through what lens? Your own.
Choose your happiness. Choose your peace. Choose you. Choose you. Okay. Now let's say for me, why would I rather be single for the rest of my life?
Yeah, because we both said it with the quickness.
So again, choosing self. But I really want to talk about my journey of that, because again, I'm a woman. I grew up with Disney princesses. Marriage was a prize for me. All of this stuff. And by 25, I had spent 7 years single. I had already met Oso, but because we were both in a monogamous mindset at that point, and I still had some individual growth to do, it wasn't working out as far as a romantic relationship.
Right.
So I was like, if this person that I align with this much isn't working out at 25, I was thinking, all right, I got 5 years to 30. I want to start popping out some babies. I was like, okay, I got to make some decisions for my life. I have to choose myself and what I want my life to look like. And if this one area of my life, a romantic life partner, is outside of my control, because I have no control over who that person is, where they are. They could not be in the state, not in the country. Like, you don't know when they're showing up in my life. Could be when I'm 50. Like, I have no idea, right? So I could not say I refused to have an unfulfilling life just because I don't have a romantic life partner.
Right.
I refused. So in that refusal, I was overly committed to making sure that every other facet of my life was nourishing to my soul, and that was adding fulfillment to me. So that's when I started investing in my friendships. Check out our Lovers and Friends episode.
Lovers and Friends.
That's when I started investing in my community. That's when I started investing in my professional experiences. And I decided that, yes, I'm going to have children by myself because children is something that I want to have. Pets. Like, I was like, oh, hell no. I'm not going to be scared to be alone. I'm not going to say that my life doesn't have meaning because I never got married. I refused. But I was also okay with being alone because I did my work. I came to that peace within myself. And I would also say, just a side note with the friends thing, because of this pedestal idolization of romantic relationships and marriage, people don't look at physical touch with friends. If we had cuddling with friends and physical affection with friends, it would make not having a romantic life partner a lot easier. And that's what I discovered. Because I was like, well, why the fuck is there a limitation here? Physical touch is physical touch. It's a love language. It don't matter who's with. Physical touch is physical touch. Now, sure, there are levels to the shit. Oh, yeah. But why, outside of sex, why did certain things have to stop? If I'm aware of my boundaries, you're aware of my boundaries, we're friends, we both have mutual comfort from cuddling, like why can't I do that? Yeah, I can. Ain't no rules to this shit, okay? That's the choice, number one. Ain't no rules to this shit. You get to design your life when you're focusing on what is within your control. All right, and I will say, my last point, that the women who are out here complaining about all the ain't shit niggas, about all of the limited options, you haven't accepted being alone. You haven't accepted the option of being single for the rest of your life and choosing that because you choose yourself. You're expecting these niggas to change, and that is outside of your control. No matter how many times you call them out about it, that is outside of your control. You can choose you, and that may mean choosing to be alone. And that's okay.
Right. That's the thing. If you can find comfort in that choice, then you can be good. That's all the leverage in the world that you need. Is love for yourself.
And know that you can have a fulfilling life by yourself. Because you're not actually by yourself. That is propaganda that society has fed us to prioritize marriage. You're not alone. You can still have community, you can still have friends, you can still have chosen family or your bio family, you can still have pets, you can still, like, you will not be alone.
Right.
You can live in a house with friends. You can raise children with friends. Choose yourself above all else.
Alright, y'all. I think that is it for today's show.
Yes, I had fun.
Thank you again for joining us for another episode of It's So Real. It has been a pleasure. It's your boy Oso.
And your girl Rocky.
We will see you in the next episode. Alright, y'all? Y'all stay safe. Y'all make better choices and decisions, especially to my ladies. And we'll catch you on the next episode.
Choose yourself. Be intentional.
Alright, y'all. Peace!
And love.
Always choose you first.
Hey, it's the Real Family. It's your girl Rocky.
And your boy Elsa.
And thanks for being here. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell.
Right, because subscribing and hitting that notification bell does two very important things. One, it gives you notification on our new content and make sure that you're up to date on everything that we put out every week.
Every week.
You know, every week.
Every week.
And then number two, it helps your boy and your girl out with some money. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it honest.
It's so real, baby.
But in all seriousness, this is just like the video portion, the YouTube portion of our content. We are It's So Real podcast. So we have all these episodes just waiting for y'all on how many platforms?
11 different streaming platforms.
11.
So it's up to you to choose.
Yeah, there's no excuses. We on everything. So whatever platform you're most comfortable listening to stuff, your content on, we're right there for you. So look us up. It's So Real Podcast.
And our link tree is available on our YouTube channel. Go over there, find the platform that works best for you, subscribe to our podcast, and hear the full thing, because we have a lot more to say than what shows up on our YouTube channel.
Exactly. With that being said, check out the rest of our videos while you're here.
You know? And be sure to subscribe.
All right, y'all. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
And love.
Always.